Jackie Chan tries to slap The Rock, but no one was ready for what The Rock did. Next. In every corner of the internet, there are stories about impossible showdowns, clashes between legends that feel too wild, too chaotic, and too unpredictable to ever happen in real life. But every once in a while, the world delivers something that makes people stop scrolling, raise an eyebrow, and whisper to themselves, "No way. That actually happened?" Today's story is exactly that. It's the kind of encounter you'd expect only in a blockbuster movie, except this time the cameras weren't rolling, at least not the ones controlled by Hollywood. Instead, dozens of bystanders captured the moment on their own phones, replaying it over and over again with disbelief. And what they saw quickly spread across the globe like wildfire. Because when a martial arts legend known for his speed, precision, and unpredictable moves goes head-to-head with one of the most powerful, charismatic, and unstoppable forces in entertainment. Well, let's just say sparks aren't the only thing that fly. This is the story of what happened when Jackie Chan tried to slap The Rock, and how The Rock's reaction shocked absolutely everyone, including Jackie himself. It's fast, it's funny, it's explosive, and it's packed with the kind of dramatic twists that keep viewers glued to the screen all the way to the end. So sit back, relax, and get ready for the action. And remember, if you enjoy stories like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because more unbelievable stories are coming your way. Los Angeles was burning under the afternoon sun, the kind of scorching heat that seemed to melt patience out of people's skin. Hollywood Boulevard was packed as always, tourists stumbling around with cameras, street performers chasing loose dollar bills, and vendors trying to sell sunglasses, fake maps, and iced lemonade. Right in the middle of the chaos stood a massive temporary stage. Dozens of security guards circled it like ants guarding a queen. The banners above read, "Global Action Hero Summit, filming in progress." Inside that stage, the impossible pairing had taken shape. Jackie Chan and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, side by side, preparing to film a promotional stunt for charity. Everyone expected magic. But no one expected madness. Jackie was pacing back and forth on the stage, warming up with lightning-fast hand drills, snapping his wrists and elbows with that signature rhythm of his. Every movement was playful, but dangerous. Even at his age, he still moved like a coiled spring ready to burst. The Rock, meanwhile, stood calmly at the center of the stage, arms crossed, sunglasses on, massive muscles glowing beneath the sun like polished bronze statues. "Jackie," he said with a grin, "we're supposed to do a friendly stunt for the fans, not break each other's bones." Jackie waved dismissively. "Friendly, friendly. Yes, I know. But you too slow." He made a playful face and poked The Rock's arm. "Like big refrigerator." The crowd laughed. The Rock did, too. But his eyebrow shot up in that iconic way. "Oh really?" he said. "A refrigerator?" "Yes," Jackie nodded dramatically. "A very handsome refrigerator." The Rock chuckled and clapped him on the shoulder, nearly knocking him off balance. "Careful, old man." Jackie steadied himself, gave a mock glare, then whispered quietly, "I bet I can slap you faster than you can blink." The Rock blinked. "Slap me?" That's when the director yelled, "Action." And everything spiraled. Jackie stepped back, cracked his knuckles, and took a stance. The crowd went silent, phones raised. The Rock, thinking it was part of the choreography, opened his arms casually. "All right, Jackie. Show me what you got." But Jackie wasn't thinking about choreography. He wanted to test a legend. In one explosive movement, so fast the audience gasped, Jackie swung his hand toward The Rock's jaw, aiming for a playful yet stinging slap. A signature Jackie Chan gotcha moment. Everyone expected his palm to land. But before it could, The Rock moved. No one, not the crowd, not the director, not Jackie himself, was prepared for what happened next. With reflexes far faster than anyone believed a 260-pound man should have, the Rock grabbed Jackie's wrist in midair. Not roughly. Not aggressively. Just firmly enough to stop the slap a millimeter from impact. The entire crowd screamed at once. Jackie froze, eyes wide. You caught it? The Rock leaned down, voice low, eyebrow raised even higher than before. Brother, you really tried to slap me? Jackie gulped. The Rock loosened his grip. But Jackie's pride tightened. No way, Jackie muttered. No way you caught that. I was too fast. Do again. Jackie. Do. Again. Before the Rock could protest, Jackie twisted free and tried a second slap, this time 10 times faster, with a spin. Swoosh. His hand flew. But again. The Rock caught it. This time with his left hand, without even looking. The entire audience exploded with shouts, laughter, disbelief. The Rock shrugged. Jackie, buddy, this is your idea of friendly? Jackie yanked his hand away and stomped his foot like a frustrated cartoon character. This impossible. No human this big should move that fast. Well, the Rock replied, cracking his neck, lucky for you, I'm not regular human. Jackie's eyes narrowed mischievously. Okay. Now I use both hands. Before the Rock could respond, Jackie burst forward like a blur, launching a flurry of rapid-fire slaps, left, right, spinning, jumping, ducking, weaving. His hands were practically invisible. The crowd screamed. The director started yelling. The security guards didn't know whether to intervene or enjoy the show. But the Rock. He didn't move his feet once. Not once. Every slap that came close, he redirected with gentle taps. It looked like he wasn't even trying. His expression remained calm, amused even. Finally, with a smooth sweep of his arm, he guided Jackie's momentum, spun him around, and ended the barrage with Jackie accidentally wrapping himself around a lighting pole. The crowd erupted with laughter. Jackie groaned, peeling himself off the pole. Okay. I admit, you very strong refrigerator. The Rock spread his arms proudly. A handsome refrigerator, right? Yes, yes, Jackie muttered, brushing dust off his clothes. Then his eyes sharpened again. But I still not satisfied. The Rock blinked. Jackie, come on. No. One last try. He suddenly sprinted forward, but instead of launching another slap, he leaped into a parkour-style wall flip. His body rotated over the Rock's head, spinning gracefully. While upside down, mid-air, Jackie attempted the most dramatic slap of all. A flipping backhand. The crowd nearly fainted. But once again, the Rock reacted. He stepped forward, planted his feet, and caught Jackie out of the air, one arm under Jackie's back, one catching his wrist, holding him like someone dipping a dance partner. The entire street fell silent. Jackie hung upside down, staring at the Rock in complete disbelief. How? How you do that? He shouted, dangling helplessly. The Rock smiled gently. Because I saw the slap in your eyes before you even jumped. Jackie blinked upside down. My eyes? Yeah. You telegraph your slaps, man. You get excited. Your eyebrows wiggle. My what wiggle? Before Jackie could recover his dignity, the Rock straightened him up, placing him gently on the ground like a child. Then, with a playful push, he tapped Jackie on the forehead with one giant finger. Jackie stumbled backward a full 5 feet. The crowd roared. Jackie held his head. What was that? The Rock smirked. That was me being friendly. But the moment wasn't over. Jackie's pride was bruised. Badly. He wasn't the type to stay embarrassed quietly. He inhaled deeply, his stance lowering into something serious. Something familiar. Something old school. The Rock noticed instantly. "Jackie, what are you?" Jackie whispered. Round 2. The crowd screamed. The Rock grinned widely. "Oh, you want to dance?" Jackie nodded. "Now we see who is real action star." The Rock cracked his knuckles. "Jackie, you sure about this?" Jackie swept his leg into a swift stance and shouted dramatically. "Yes. I challenge thee, mountain." The Rock flexed his pecs. "Then come at me, bamboo stick." The director fainted. The crowd went wild. And the world was about to witness something nobody could ever forget. The entire boulevard trembled with anticipation. Phones were raised, people stood on cars, tourists abandoned their tours just to witness what was about to unfold. Jackie Chan and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson stood facing each other on the temporary Hollywood stage like two mythical warriors ready for an ancient duel. Jackie lowered his center of gravity, his movements flowing like water, his breathing deep and controlled. He wasn't rushing anymore. This wasn't about slapping The Rock anymore, it was about proving a point. The Rock responded by rolling his shoulders and letting out a slow breath. Despite his gigantic size, there was something oddly serene about him, calm, steady, unshakable. Like he was carved out of a mountain. "Jackie," The Rock said, voice low but amused, "you really want this?" Jackie didn't answer with words. Instead, he spun around, took 3 graceful steps, and leapt onto a nearby railing, balancing perfectly like a cat. The crowd went wild. "Oh boy," The Rock muttered, chuckling. "Here we go." Jackie launched himself forward, bounding off the railing and flipping over The Rock's head. But this time, he wasn't aiming for a slap. He was aiming for The Rock's back, trying to catch him off guard. The Rock reacted instantly. He turned, slid 1 foot behind him, planted his heel into the ground, and extended his arm back like a reflex, catching Jackie mid-air again. The audience gasped so loud the street shook. Dangling upside down for the second time, Jackie groaned, "Why you always catch me like baby?" "Because you keep flying at me like a baby," The Rock replied, gently lowering him to the ground. Jackie stumbled but didn't fall. His pride wouldn't let him. "Okay," he said, straightening his shirt. "Enough small moves. I use big move now." The Rock raised a brow. "Big move?" Jackie nodded with the seriousness of a monk. "Yes. Very big." The crowd leaned in. The director quietly whispered into his walkie-talkie for paramedics, just in case. Security guards were ready to confiscate anything Jackie decided to climb. Then Jackie suddenly sprinted toward the edge of the stage. And jumped off. Gasps spread like wildfire. Jackie landed on a vendor cart, bounced off a table, leapt onto a lamppost, spiraled up it like a squirrel, then launched himself off the top, twisting into a spinning double kick aimed directly at The Rock. The audience lost their minds. The Rock's sunglasses slid down his nose as he watched the martial arts legend spiral down toward him like a human tornado. Oh hell no. Boom. Jackie's foot connected. But not with The Rock. It hit The Rock's arm. And The Rock didn't budge an inch. Jackie, meanwhile, ricocheted backward off the impact like he had kicked a solid concrete pillar. He flipped twice, hit the ground, rolled, bounced up, sat down, and blinked. "My legs are okay, right?" he muttered, patting them. The Rock tried to help him up, but Jackie slapped his hand away. "No. I fine. Just checking my bones. They still attached." The crowd roared with laughter. But Jackie wasn't done. In one fluid motion he popped back to his feet, dusted himself off, and locked eyes with The Rock again. There was a different kind of fire in his expression now, not frustration, not anger, determination. "Now," Jackie said, "I use ancient technique. The rock crossed his arms. Ancient technique? Yes, Jackie replied dramatically. My master teach me long time ago. Very powerful. Very dangerous. Must use only when necessary. The rock smirked. Oh, I'm scared. Jackie lifted a finger. You should be. Then, without warning, Jackie darted behind him, disappearing from the rock's sight. The rock turned left. Then right. Then left again. Jackie was gone. People screamed, he's under the stage. Another yelled, he's in the lighting rig. Someone else shouted, check the sky. But the rock just closed his eyes and breathed. He knew Jackie's rhythm now. He could feel it. And sure enough, Jackie burst out from behind a set of stacked props, sprinting full speed toward him, arms pumping like a cartoon character. He had a bamboo stick in one hand and was twirling it with deadly precision. Oh come on, Jackie, the rock groaned. Where did you even find that? Prop table. Jackie shouted mid-run. Very good quality. The rock braced himself. Jackie vaulted off a crate, flipped forward, and swung the bamboo stick straight at the rock's shoulder. Crack. The stick shattered like it was made of dry spaghetti. Jackie landed in a crouch, staring up in horror as the broken bamboo pieces rained around him. How? How your muscles break bamboo? The rock flexed gently. Ancient technique. Jackie's anger peaked. He stood slowly, narrowed his eyes, and whispered the words. Okay. Final move. The crowd quieted. Everyone held their breath. Jackie closed his eyes, inhaled deeply, lifted one leg, then slowly lowered into a stance known only to those familiar with old-school kung fu films. Oh no, someone whispered, he's going for the dragon palm. Oh yes, Jackie said without opening his eyes, overhearing. The rock blinked. Jackie, seriously? This is ancient art, Jackie said softly. Passed down through generations. Only used to defeat giant enemies. The rock held back a laugh. You're unbelievable. Then Jackie struck. He rushed forward with a speed that didn't look human. His palm glowed, okay, it didn't actually glow, it was just sunscreen catching the sunlight, but it looked dramatic. He thrust the dragon palm directly into the rock's chest with a shout so powerful pigeons flew off nearby rooftops. There was a thunderous sound. A deep, heavy thump. The stage quivered. The rock didn't move. Jackie froze. Then a slow realization crossed his face. My ultimate move did nothing. The rock looked down at Jackie's palm still pressed to his chest. Then, very slowly, he raised an eyebrow. Was that it? Jackie's jaw dropped. That was ancient dragon palm. Even my stunt team feared dragon palm. Well, the rock said with a massive grin, I've got something ancient, too. Jackie braced himself. The rock extended 2 fingers. Pressed them to Jackie's forehead. And gently flicked him. Pock. Jackie flew backward like a launched rubber band, flipping over a camera dolly, bouncing off a foam mat, rolling onto his back, and ending in a dazed sprawl staring up at the sky. The audience erupted louder than ever before. The rock walked over, offering a hand. You good, legend? Jackie groaned dramatically. I retire. The rock laughed. You said that 10 years ago. Jackie lifted one finger from the ground. This time. I mean it. The rock finally helped him up, and Jackie wobbled like he was walking on jelly. Then Jackie looked at the rock's chest, where he had struck him with the dragon palm. What material are you? He asked seriously. You steel. Titanium. Vibranium. The rock held up his arms proudly. Nah, man. Just hard work, protein, and a ridiculous amount of gym. Jackie sighed deeply, shaking his head. Next time. I challenge Kevin Hart. The Rock burst out laughing. Now that fight I want to see. The two legends stood side by side, exhausted but smiling, as the crowd cheered and chanted both their names. Then Jackie suddenly raised The Rock's massive hand like a referee announcing a champion. The Rock wins, he shouted dramatically. The Rock shook his head. Jackie, this wasn't a fight. Jackie smirked. Yes. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share and comment.